I also want to thank everyone who supported the GoFundMe. We set it up right after the storm left, almost immediately, and I authorized a lot of people to help, and those affected by Hurricane Helene were badly affected, and nothing can really really make amends for what happened, especially when it came to the death. The property you're going to end up having bigger and better and nicer and everything, but the death was horrendous. And to date, we raised $8 million, of which $7 million has been distributed to the various charities that are helping you, and the rest is going to go. And if you people have some recommendations, I'd like to have them. We helped Franklin Graham. He's done such a great job. And some of the others that have done a great job. And if you have recommendations, I'd like to have them, because we have more coming and we have more already in the till. So we raised $8 million, which is great. That's contributions from a lot of great people. Okay, but give us those recommendations if you would. I'd like to take them and do it the way you'd like to do. Right? Thank you very much. We've distributed these funds directly to the organizations already. And there's going to be a lot of additional funds coming, I believe. Today, I'm promising the people of this state that when I'm president, if I'm president, I feel better saying that, because you never want to take something like that for granted. I feel actually a little bit better. They always say, oh, please, please, don't say that, sir. Say when. We have to vote, and they have to get out and vote. And we can't have 4 more years of what we've just had. That I can tell you. But I will support and totally complete the rebuilding of every region and town and city that was devastated by the hurricane, and I will slash through every bureaucratic barrier that you're having already and having problems with right now, I understand pretty badly, to help you get back on your feet. And I will personally recruit businesses from all over the world to help restore the prosperity to the region. They'll be moving in. There are going to be a lot of businesses are going to be moving back to our country through the proper use of taxation, incentives, and tariffs, one of the most beautiful words that nobody understands, or very few people understand. He understands it. But we're going to be using tariffs and good, proper taxation, and very importantly, incentives. And we're going to have a lot of people moving back to your state and this region, but your state. They're going to be very interested in North Carolina. We'll stop throwing our money overseas, and we're going to let our country benefit. We're going to put America first. It's time we put America first. We've been helping countries for 50 years. We've been helping them for 50 years, never stops. And when we need help from them, they're not there. So that's the way it is. But it's vital that we not let this hurricane that has taken so much also take your voice. You must get out and vote. The polls are open for early voting every day between now and November 2nd. And, you know, the thing that amazes me most is areas such as this and others where it's so hard to vote. People have lost their homes. They've sometimes lost members of their family. Do you know they've set a record in voting? Can you believe it? I mean, last year everything was beautiful, perfect, no problem. They beat last year. They beat every record, and presidential records too. Your voting records have all been beaten, and people, I don't know, I don't even know where they're living. Their house is gone, and they were standing in line ready to vote. So you have amazing people here, Michael, really amazing. One of them is Michael Watley. He was the head of your Republican Party. He was so good and did such a great job. We won the state twice. But he did such a great job. I said, that's the guy I want, because he was very much into stopping the steal. We don't want the steal. We want a fair election, an honest election. And you got it here. He actually hired 603 lawyers. Can you imagine that? And I said, who's that guy? That's the guy I want. And now he heads the whole party, the whole shebang. And now I can blame him if something happens. And I'll say, well, I made a mistake. I'll send him back. But I don't think that's going to happen based on what we're hearing from early returns, which are really phenomenal. The early returns are phenomenal. If you had to relocate because of the storm, you do not have to return to your home county. You can request a ballot for your temporary housing location, but you need to make sure you do it today. Today's your last day. So get out and get that done and vote. But so far, you've really been, I don't have to talk to anybody, you're literally setting records with this kind of devastation. I think it's an amazing tribute. That's an amazing tribute that something like that could happen. So to everyone here in North Carolina, we love you. Together we'll pull it through. We bless you, and God bless you, and God bless America. We're gonna make our nation stronger and better, more beautiful, and a more joyful, to use a phrase from somebody else that doesn't really believe it, but we're going to make it a more joyful place. We're going to do things that nobody thought were possible. We're going to have our country back. We're going to grab our country. We're going to take it back. We're a nation in decline. We're not going to be a nation in decline for much longer, that I can tell you. And we're going to make America great again. Very simple. It's a very simple slogan. It's the greatest movement in the history of our country. We're going to make America great again.